I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. The first call I received today was from a pastor who watched my video about buying back time. And he said he could not sleep because it is as if he has wasted his life. Now, he belongs to one of these mega churches, and he suddenly reached an age now that he is questioning all the energy, the resources, and the time, emotional sacrifice of a family that he has put in, and there is nothing to show. Now, it is true that Jesus said that all those who have left father, mother, this and that, to follow him, that they will be rewarded here on earth, and then they will be in heaven. But let's face reality. Let's face reality. Jesus that made that statement was not a grandiose person, was not a rich man, did not own anything that was earthly. So the disciples could emulate him. That was why they were called Christians. But like as I said in one of my videos about Argyris principle, Argyris, a management expert in the United States many years back, stated that for any normal psychologically mature adult, a time comes when his personal interest comes in conflict with organizational goals. This young man was telling me of how he goes to church, that every month they will give them mandate to achieve. Mandate to achieve. He prepares from 5:30. He starts to go to church to do early morning prayers by 7 or 7:30. He will stay in church throughout the day, working or doing one other thing. And if there are evening services, he might not get home until 8. And there are many of them in that mega church, and like several mega churches, are put under so much pressure that they are not able to even have time for themselves and have time for their children. Why is this conflict coming up? The conflict is coming up because these people who are working in these churches, these young men and women and families who are working in these churches, are seeing the leadership of the church grow and become mega millionaires, and infrastructural growth all over the place, and world acclaim, while they themselves are living in penury. They pay him 35,000 naira. And many of them, they will tell their wives to resign from their secular jobs and join them to do this ministerial work. The resultant effect is that these people struggle while the churches are doing well. What is going to breed the next conflict? Two things will breed the next conflict. Number one, succession issues. I did a video in 2020 and I titled it 10 years from now. And I said that a lot of general overseers will be passing away not because of evil, they will be passing away because they were old, and disease patterns might come because of the stress of ministry. And then there will be succession issues. The succession issues are programmed natural succession problems. Now, when they pass away, their sons, their daughters, and maybe their wives, if they are still alive, will not take over the ministry. And then those who have been there over the years will start wondering, what have we gained from being in this system? And the next one problem is that the younger boys who are in the ministry will look at the sons of these general overseers prospering, doing well, even establishing ministries of their own, while they who have been in the system have nothing to show for it. And when that frustration starts coming, division will come. People will leave. Criticisms will come. And sometimes corruption will enter the system. People want to steal from the system to be able to do well. I know a church where the impress account, the pastors use it to enrich themselves. Nothing is spoiled in the church. They will call my boys, I know those boys, they were telling me the story. They will call them that they should bring quotation for something that's spoiled in the church, and then they will pay. They will send money to the headquarters, will send money. There are denominations where they said they must open certain branches within a space of time. And the big pastors who are in those denominations start opening branches and branches, collecting money from the headquarters, and they are not spending money to open the branches as they are reporting. It has gotten to a stage, some of these branches they opened up and down are not solvent. They can't pay pastors' salaries. And then they are now removing the young pastors who went to open these branches and taking volunteers to run these branches. Those young pastors are now frustrated. Let me tell you one simple truth. I belong to a denomination. I don't run my own church. I tried running. I saw that it will not help me, and I handed it over. I became a member in that same denomination. Listen, as a young man, there is a purpose for which God created you. You must look for that purpose, whether you belong to a church or not. Don't let unemployment and hardship make you become a pastor. You must have a purpose. Find why God created you. And you can be in a denomination and fulfill that purpose. I am a member of the Church of God Mission. I am a member in the church I started. They use my building. I don't struggle with my pastor to preach. I don't derive relevance by preaching in that place. But I'm a proud member of the Church of God Mission, and the Church of God Mission is very proud of me. It is my success and my self-development and my productivity that has made them to invite me the last time to speak to 4,000 pastors of the Church of God Mission in the Balm of Gilead. And it is my productivity that is making them to call me to speak to the men. So you as an individual, develop yourself. Get a master's degree. Get a PhD. So that you don't need to depend on that 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 naira salary. And you do other things outside the ministry. We are no longer encouraging FULL time ministry. It turns to FOOL time ministry, F full-time ministry, and Mumu time ministry. How can you train your children? How can you build a house for yourself? You will build churches all over the place, and you don't have a building of your own. You are still a tenant. And you are wearing coats, not in ties, standing in the pulpit, declaring, this is the year of this. My friends, sit down, reevaluate your life, plan your life, put effort into your life. If not, your children will spit on your grave, and they will be like the children of John G. Lake, who refused to become pastors because their mother died of hunger in South Africa. Sit down. Don't forget this thing they are dangling in your front. A district overseer, regional overseer, presbyter, and press down people and make them bitter. No. Build your personal life outside church. Even among you Orthodox people, don't retire as a venerable and become vulnerable. I saw a big pastor retired with his wife. He wants to come and teach in my school. You stayed 40 years in a denomination. You were thinking rapture will take place quickly. But rapture has not taken place. And now you are old. You want to come and teach in my school. I see you going around, going to pray. Not stupid prayers with people. You should have planned for your future. I ask you, young pastor, 10 years from now, how old will you be? 10 years from now, you want to replicate poverty to your children? No! My wife says, don't plant bottle in another man's ministry. If you plant a bottle, bottles don't grow. They don't grow. Take your life, plan your life, organize your life in such a way that 10 years from now, even if church does not pay your rent, you can live above church. Listen, I traveled to preach. When I was traveling to preach all around, they give me big honorarium. I sell books. But I told myself, listen, my wife told me, you see, if we don't plan for our future, when we get into old age, these people will not invite us again. I planned my life according to the wisdom my wife gave to me, that we should invest in our lives so that if people don't invite us, we won't go hungry and we won't have a place to preach. On this phone, I'm reaching out to the world. People have called me from Belgium today, called me from different places. Pastor, young pastor, elder, deacon, lay reader, standing reader, parochial committee, and fasting committee. Organize your life in such a way outside church so that you can do well even when church abandons you, so that you don't complain. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.